welcome back to the next episode of YAP. This is your host, Domars, and we have a special guest today. Sheesh. My good friend, Shannon. How are you doing today?
Hello, I'm good. I'm nervous.
You're a little nervous? Yeah. Well, you having a good day today? I mean, I know it's in the morning.
Not too bad. Easy day.
Easy day? I mean, it just started.
I know, but...
So, share with us a little bit about yourself.
Like what?
Anything. I mean, I know you're into pen pals. How'd you get started with that?
I watched on YouTube people like doing their pen pal letters, and then one of the girls that's like really popular on YouTube had like a pen pal finder like event on her Instagram, and that's how I started. But I just thought I would like it, so.
How was their first one you ever done?
I don't remember. It was so long ago.
Who was your first one you ever done? Do you remember them?
I've had a lot, and a lot of them just like have dropped off. It's been like 3 years now.
3 years?
So I don't remember my first one. A lot of them, they'll just need a break or whatever and just stop talking. Or
what's the longest one you ever been through?
Probably Kiana. She's the longest. It's been like probably 2 years. She's from Hawaii.
2 years? Is that one of your first people you talked to?
That's one of the first ones I met on Instagram.
How long after you started did you start Instagram?
Like a year. She's the one that got me into starting an Instagram page too, because she had one before me, and I thought it was really cool, so I copied her.
You copied her?
Yeah.
I mean, hey, you gotta start somewhere. All right. So, like, how does that, with everything you have to do, because you have pets and you have work, and your life, does it get too overwhelming?
Sometimes, but
like, how do you manage that?
I just make time for it.
How many do you have now? Like, how many people do you talk to now?
Probably like 20 or 30 pen pals at the moment.
How do you...
But that's the thing, is people answer in different... Some people take months to answer, and some people take like a couple weeks, so it just depends.
Just starting with a new person, right? How do you know what to say to them, what to put in their things?
Well, I usually talk to them a little bit before we become pen pals to make sure we have like similar interests and stuff.
How do you get started with that?
A Facebook group, like Ladies Who Pen Pal. I get on there, or I used to get on there a lot, and you like just put pictures in about yourself, and then people will comment and be like, I want to be your pen pal. This is my interest. We have a lot in common. Then you just message them and set it up. On Instagram, now that I have like my own page and followers and stuff, now it's easier to just meet people that I'm already interacting with every day on Instagram to be my pen pal.
Do you ever get worried that like somebody knowing your address or...
Yeah, sometimes. Not so much anymore now that I'm more careful about it, I think. Not that I wasn't careful before, but I know the people better now that I'm choosing.
So say if I wrote a letter, right? And then would you consider that pen paling, or like describe to me what pen paling is to you?
You can do anything. I mean, some people just handwrite a letter and that's it. Some people, I like to decorate the whole thing, send a bunch of stuff. But it's up to you. As long as I don't care what people send me, as long as I can like talk to them. I'm just more interested. I like to send all that stuff because that's fun for me.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I say it's pen paling when you like talk to someone and like, do you want to be pen pals? And then you start sending letters.
Can you tell me a story about one of your pen pals that always stuck with you?
The Kiana girl. She's, I don't know.
Does any interesting ones happen? Like,
she's pretty interesting. She is from Hawaii and she works on submarines. That's her job. I have, as far as interesting, it's mostly just like where they live and what they do.
Do you ever like connect, like become friends with any of these pen pal people? Like, do you feel like you grow a connection?
Especially the ones on Instagram, just because I interact with them on there too. So it's not just the letters. But like Kiana, she said like if she ever comes to the States, for work, because she does travel for work, that she wants to meet up. And she's met up with her other pen pals before. So I'd be very nervous to do that.
How do you feel like pen pal changed your life?
It made me more social.
You think so? You didn't think you were social before then?
No.
Why?
I don't know. Just, it changed my life. It, like, motivates me because it's fun. Like, makes me want to be alive and do stuff. Yeah. I don't know. It's just, I think I've gotten a lot better too.
At talking?
At writing, at like decorating, making the stuff all cute.
Do you just randomly just pick a theme and just put it on there, or is it go with the person that you...
Sometimes I will do it specifically for the person if I know that they like certain colors, certain things. What was I saying?
The theme. How do you pick the theme?
And then sometimes I just like go through my stuff and start putting stuff together that I think would look good, and that's my theme.
Oh. So the big question is, at like a day and age of electronics and all that stuff and emails and all this, why pen pal? Like, you can email and do all this stuff, like put little cool stickers in there and or make these things. Like, why pen paling? Why writing?
I like to handwrite.
Yeah.
I've always been. That's why it's so fun for me.
Why do you think everybody should do it? Like, over texting and...
I don't know. I mean, you don't have to.
I mean, just for people who are interested in doing it, well, why would they
handwrite it?
Yeah, why would they do pen paling when they can just, like I said, send an email, a text, or get on Facebook? And like, what is different? Why pen pal?
I think it can't, depending on who you're talking to, it can be like more, what's the word? Personal, I guess. And you can kind of use it to like vent in a way. Not that you want to like write a really negative letter, but you can like get stuff off your chest and tell
somebody you don't know.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I'm not saying that I like get on there and just like write a bunch of bad stuff, but it is nice sometimes, like if you're going through a hard time, just to like write about it and tell somebody and get it off your chest.
Why not just text them or find some random person and send them a message?
I don't know, it's just more fun. You get, like, wait for it to come in the mail.
So you like the old style of...
I guess, yeah. I think it's just fun. It's like more of a surprise. Plus, seeing like somebody's, especially when they do put like effort into their letters or decoration or whatever, it's really cool to look at it, get inspiration too for your own stuff.
So how much time do you usually take on one letter?
Usually like 2 to 4 hours.
2 to 4 hours on one letter?
Depending on how long it is. I just got one in December, and the lady wrote me 8 pages of a letter. Typed front and back.
Typed? It wasn't even written, it was typed.
So I'm working on that one still, and it's...
Do you feel like you need to even it out? Like you need to
write the same amount?
Yeah, or write a good amount since they put in that much effort?
I pretty much have to respond to everything that she wrote in the first letter. But I don't mind, because we already like discussed it before she like sent anything to me. She said that she likes to write a lot, and I was like, that's fine. So I'm typing her answer back now. I have 2 pages done so far.
2 pages done? You just feel like, are you almost done?
No. I need to sit down and actually work on it, but...
Like, it goes back to time and...
Yeah.
Because...
It does take a lot of time.
So you said you have like 20 to 30 right now that you are... How many are consistent in that 20 and 30? Like, right back?
Probably like 10 or 15 of them.
10 or 15? You had to keep up with all of them? How fast are you at writing back?
I say I usually respond within like a week or a couple weeks after I get a letter, depending on what I'm doing. I mean, I try to respond as fast as possible. Has it gotten harder? Yeah. That life is... Yeah, it's sad when I don't have the time to do it, but I try to make time to do it.
Are you taking any more people?
Not right now.
Not right now?
No, I closed my pen pal. For now, just because I don't want to start a bunch of other ones and then don't have time to actually do them. So when is a good time for you to take more in? Like, do you feel like people just fall off? How do you consider when people fall off? Like when people stop writing you and you're like, okay, well, I can take more in. Like how? Yeah, that's why I like having my pen pals that I do have on Instagram, because I can communicate with them. Anytime I need to. There's some that I have from like when I first started that I don't have any of their contact information. So I never know if they're going to respond or not. But usually I'll start looking for another one when I haven't gotten any mail in a while. Or if my pen pals are being really slow. So,
but then that's when they all message back at the same time.
Yeah, that's happened before too. It is what it is. The mail's so unpredictable too. Like, I've had a couple letters get lost, or I'll send them out and then like they'll come back like 3 months later. And I have to resend them out. So you just never know what's going to happen. That's why I like having their like phone number and stuff.
So how much do you feel like you spend on pen paling? This is just like, say you did 3 letters. How much would that be?
Probably like $50 or something. Not too bad.
Just 3 letters, $50?
Yeah, a lot of the stuff I've just built up over time. Like, I have a huge stash now, so I don't have to spend any money if I don't want to, but I like to buy new stuff. So, but I try to buy from like small artists on Instagram. And a lot of the times they'll have like sales and stuff, so I can get good deals, save some money. And you can become a rep.
What does that mean?
Which means the artist or whoever's running the store, they choose you to like use their stickers and stuff. And then you like tag them so other people can see it. And I've applied for a couple different stores like rep forms, but I haven't been chosen yet.
Well, what are you wanting to gain from pen paling? Like, where do you want it to, like, future pen paling wise for you? What do you want to see?
I just like to do it. I'll probably always do it to an extent. Maybe in the future, like if I have time or whatever, I'd like to start some kind of business with it.
What type of business? Like, explain.
Like either sell my own stationery. I don't know if I would like make it myself or I don't know. Anyway, some kind of store. I think that would be really fun. And have my own reps and stuff. To
just sell like all the stuff you need to pen pal?
Yeah.
You think like that would take you out of pen paling?
Well, I probably would do that like once I've kind of slowed down with my own pen paling. So I have time for it. Make my own stickers and stuff.
So, I mean, we've been talking about pen paling, but I know you also foster cats and stuff. So you seem like you have a really busy life. So how does that, like, doing them, fostering cats,
it's like, a lot.
Is it a lot? Like, how is it fostering cats?
It's rewarding.
Is it?
It feels good. And you get a kitten, so it's really fun, but it's a lot of work.
Yeah, I figured that.
I don't think I've ever had foster kittens that weren't sick.
That weren't sick?
Yeah. They're always sick because they're strays.
How does that, because I know you had to attend to them like a lot, and just how is that, like putting time and like taking them to the doctor probably, or doing these things, like I feel like that's how is handling that? You have to take
breaks. Like I'm taking a break right now because the last set that I had of fosters, I had them for like 2 or 3 months. So I'm taking a break. I don't know, it's just hard. You have to like push through it. Getting up like every morning, give them medicine. Plus I have to keep them separated from the other animals so they don't get sick. I just try to go in the room that they're in like every day and just hang out with them. That's usually what I do, is I'd go in there and like pen pal or something, work on a letter, and just hang out with them, play with them a little bit every day.
You ever had a like wild foster, yeah, where you just couldn't handle it?
I had one that she like stayed under the couch the entire time. That was like one of my first ones. She was not lovable at all. And then I don't know if you remember the one that got lost. I couldn't find it for like 2 days. Remember, I was like trying to talk to you.
And you was looking everywhere, yeah.
And it was like behind the bookshelf or something.
I forgot where you found it.
But I looked everywhere for that cat for like 2 days. And I was starting to think that the other cat ate him. Because I couldn't find him anywhere. I knew he was in the room, so I thought the other cat might have ate him. But he didn't. He was behind the bookshelf.
Do you really believe a cat would eat another cat?
I think they can.
But would they?
I don't know if they would or not. But he was.
And that didn't scare you off to like do it anymore?
Yeah, it does. I mean, the last set I had was really hard.
How many did you have at one time?
Most I've had at one time is just 2.
Just 2? Oh.
But the last one, he had to have his eye removed. And then after it was removed, like a couple days later, the like stitches came open.
Yeah. Is that bad? Or was it supposed to do that?
No, it was bad. They didn't have to like give him surgery or anything, but I had to take him in and have him cleaned up and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they ended up having to put more stitches in his eye.
And that's probably one of the things you have to deal with.
It's hard.
Yeah, taking them to the doctors and all that stuff. Yeah. And like, how do you cover the medical expenses? Do the people you foster from?
The SPCA covers medical bills. Like they give you food, litter, toys, anything you need.
Mm-hmm.
Medicine. The only thing they say is like try to call if there's an emergency so that they can, because I think the like local vets, they have it like worked out with certain ones to cover like charges, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So they want you to go to specific places so that they can spend less money, I guess.
I mean, that makes sense.
So anyway, you have to take them to like special vets and stuff, but if you can do it, you should do it.
Everybody should. Not everybody, but
I do. If you have the time and the resources, whatever, you should do it. Because cats are easy to take care of.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so many. They always need fosters. Every SPCA, I'm sure. Because there's so many cats.
So what got you into that? Like your first one, like how do you get qualified to do that? That's the better question.
I remember it was like 3 years ago. It was during COVID, so we had to do it online,
mm-hmm.
like a little Zoom course, and they just like went over how it works and everything. Really, I don't think you have to be qualified at all as long as you like show up, go through the orientation. They think you're a good match, and then
basically it.
That's basically it. They need fosters so bad that I don't think they really care much.
Why foster? Like, what does that help them for? I guess overpopulated.
Yeah, so whenever they get a stray,
mm-hmm.
they have to spay and neuter. If it's sick, they have to make it healthy again.
Mm-hmm.
Like fleas, all that stuff has to be gone before it can go up for adoption. And they have to have like all their booster shots and stuff. So instead of having like the whole SPCA full of sick cats, they give them the fosters so that they can get better. And then once they're ready for adoption, they come back to the SPCA. And yeah, it just helps have more room for the shelter. Plus, the cats do better in a home than they do in the shelter anyway, so they heal faster. Yeah, I think that answers your question.
So, you're connected with a cat where you didn't want to like get rid of a cat?
Yeah, there's been a few. One of the first ones I had is Stanley. I really liked him. He was a kitten when Maisie was a puppy.
Mm-hmm.
And they would like sleep together and stuff. So he was really hard to get rid of, but I'm just used to it. I've done it so many times.
Are you allowed to keep the cat? Mm-hmm. Or was that one of the things that?
It's called a foster fail when you end up adopting one that you fostered.
Mm-hmm.
My mom adopted one of her fosters, and there's nothing wrong with it. I just don't want to keep any of mine because then I'll have too many cats at home. I can't foster anymore.
You're just an animal person.
Yeah, but I love kittens.
More than dogs?
Yes.
What?
Puppies are cute, but...
Wait till I tell Maisley.
No. Whatever. I don't care. She can know. I don't know. Kittens are just so freaking cute. They look like little angels. They're all fuzzy and sweet. They make
Until
biscuits.
They're not.
There's not many mean cats.
Have you had a mean cat?
Yeah. A couple of them.
Like, fostered mean cats?
Most of them are sweet, though.
No. Do you feel like it's more of a challenge? Like, do you feel like anybody could do it, or you have to be prepared to want to do it?
Like, I think you got to be prepared.
Like, I mean, yeah, you got to be prepared for everything, but it's like, is it that challenging to where it's like it would scare somebody away of doing it?
I don't think so. I think as long as you, like, think about it as you're doing a good thing to help the SPCA, whatever. Keep that in your mind, because it can be frustrating. But I think it's, especially if you have like little kids, I think that would be really fun. When I have kids, I want to.
Mm-hmm. But then you're taking the cats away from the kids, and they're going to get connected to it.
They got to learn the hard way.
Really?
That's how life is.
Oh, my Lord.
But yeah, when I have kids, I want to foster because I think it'd be really good for them too. And to learn how to take care of animals.
Mm-hmm.
I've gained a lot of experience with like sick pets. through fostering.
Does any of your pen pals be fostering?
No, I don't think so, but...
Do you tell them about it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of them, we talk about it, talk about whatever fosters I have at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Does any of them think about doing it or tell you that they think about doing it?
Yeah, a few of them say that they want to do it when they get their own place. I think that's a lot of the problem is, like, people with apartments probably can't have pets. But a lot of the, like, college kids foster too, which is good.
In their dorms?
I guess so.
Oh.
Wherever they're at. I know, like, when school's in or whatever, and the SPCA, they have a lot of help from the college kids. But
I mean, that's good. Do you, like, so now we're talking about pen paling and we're talking about fostering. Which one? I said you was going to make a business in pen paling, right? Like, would you not do a business in fostering or having, like, your own shelter of your own?
That'd be nice, but I don't think I have. I can't do, like, blood and stuff. I mean, I can a little bit, but if somebody brings me, like, a cat that got ran over, I don't want to deal with that.
I mean, why would they bring you the cat? When they take it to, like...
The vet?
Oh, I mean, I guess if the cat is already fixed, then... Yeah, you would take it to the vet, so you wouldn't have to worry about that, I guess.
Well, I thought you meant, like, if I have my own, like, rescue kind of thing.
I mean, I guess. I mean, isn't that mostly a
A veterinarian?
Yeah, what she said.
I don't know what we're talking about anymore, but...
I said, would you not own your own, like, SPCA or shelter type thing where people can bring their... If they don't want their kittens or they had puppies that they don't whatever, would you want your own place where they could take it and you are the person that's going to...
Help?
Yeah, help get them a home.
I think I'd do that. I wouldn't want to be in charge of it all, though. So, no, I guess. Why? I wouldn't want to deal with, like I said, the gross stuff.
Yeah.
To an extent. I don't want to be in charge of, like, trying to save, like, a cat's life or something. Mm-hmm. But I'll definitely take care of the babies. That would be fun.
You think it would be fun? But you're more into pen paling?
Right now, yeah.
You got any other hobbies?
Reading a little bit.
A little bit?
It takes me a long time, but I read.
You read way more than I do.
You just said you read, like, 3 audiobooks.
I'm on my 3rd audiobook.
So you're reading a lot more.
Audiobooks are just better because, like, I get to be chilling and doing whatever, like, on my computer, and I'm hearing it the whole time. I don't got to read. I don't get to listen. So I don't got to, like, it's always going.
Do you listen to it at fast, like 1x or whatever?
I listen to it at normal speed. Why?
Just curious.
Sometimes I had to go back because I'll miss a part. Oh, so you do it too?
I used to listen to audiobooks a lot, like in the car.
That's when it's the best time.
But then, now I just usually listen to podcasts. Audiobooks.
Like the YAP podcast?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
It's, I like audiobooks. It's harder to, you have to, like, actually listen. It's not like a podcast where you can just kind of, like.
I mean, I've gotten to the point where I can be doing stuff and I'm paying attention the whole time. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Because like I said, I've tried hard copies. I started there. That was hard. And then I went to on my phone because it made it easier because my phone's always with me.
Yeah.
And then audio. And I was like, I didn't think I was going to into it, but a book that took me legit, I started probably a month or 2 ago. I finished it in a week, just audio. And I'm started my next book a few days, well, probably this morning. I'm not gonna lie.
How long are the audiobooks?
It'll tell you in like how much hours it's gonna take to read it all. My last book was 9 hours. This one's 11. So you don't even notice because now I'm down to 9 hours now from reading. Well, listening. But if you're just chilling, you don't ever pay attention. Sometimes it's just like reading a book because like you paint a picture in the head, but other than that, you have somebody actually talking as the voices. So they're doing different voices for each person, but it's one person doing it. So
I need to start listening to audiobooks again.
I mean, it's not for everybody.
But it is a fast way to read.
Yeah.
Because I have to tell you about the book I'm reading now.
What is that?
It's the one
What is it
Crystal
called?
got me for Christmas, Haunting Adeline.
Without spoiling anything, what is it about?
It's about this girl who First of all, this book is written so bad. It's so bad.
Oh my God, this author is gonna.
I heard it was crazy, so I was like, I gotta read it.
Okay.
And I'll tell you the crazy part, but hold on. It's a girl. She like moves into like her great grandma's house, and somebody's like stalking her. Like, first he's like watching her outside the window, and then he like comes in her house and like watches her sleep and all this shit. And then this, I guess, is kind of spoilery, but it's at like the very beginning. He fucks her with a pistol.
Interesting.
And it's like kind of consensual, but kind of not. Like she's into it, I think. She's into it, but
it's her stalker.
He also, he kind of like forces her.
Is it like a you type thing, or? Honestly, I'm just threw you out. I have not watched you, so I might just.
I read the book and I watched
the TV show.
I watched the TV show, but I only really remember the first season.
Oh.
After that, it wasn't. But I don't know. I guess he's kind of like, he's really like, I need to protect her, blah, blah, blah. But he's fucking crazy. Like, he chokes her and, I mean, I guess whatever you're into. I couldn't get over that he fucked her with a fucking pistol.
I mean, guess what? Is that the crazy part you were talking about?
Yes! Especially on the first time they do anything. Like, don't even, like, kiss on the lips. Just straight up pistol in the puss.
Jesus. I mean, does it get that descriptive?
Yeah, I actually, like, tagged a bunch of, like, crazy shit in this book so that I can show people.
Oh, my.
It's crazy.
What's your next book? How do you pick your books?
Well, now I want to read... Next, I want to read the first book in the ACOTAR.
What'd you say?
ACOTAR?
What'd you say?
A Court of Thorns and Roses.
I
don't know. Crystal gave me her set.
At first, I thought you was about to say Avatar. I'm like, you don't have to say Avatar?
No.
That's pretty weird.
ACOTAR. But I know they're popular books. So I'm going to try to read that next. It's fantasy, though. I've never read fantasy, so.
What's your genre?
I usually like thrillers, horror, like romance, historical fiction. What about you?
What about me? Oh, yeah.
What have you been reading?
I read in so many.
Tell me.
So many books. Sheesh. I could. Let me think of all of them.
Did you ever finish The Inheritance?
No, I'm still on. I'm on the third book. Look, it goes.
Oh, you're on the third book?
Yeah, I'm on the third book. So that's good because that's the first book I've ever read in my life.
But you read the first one.
I read the first one.
Physically.
Yeah.
Then you read.
What? Digitally.
The second
ebook.
one.
Yeah, audio. And then I'm on the third one now.
Good
and
job.
There's 4, and they're about to come out with the 5th one. That's the only reason why I started with that book is because I wanted to be one of them people that was like, oh, I can't wait for the next book to come out. I didn't want to start on a thing that was already done.
Do you like it?
I mean, yeah. The third book, it's like, she did bad. Like, she does stuff that will piss you off in that book altogether. Like, something will happen that you want to happen, and she's like, no, that's not going to happen. And you're like, why? It would have been such a good, like, you wasn't ready for it, and then comes up to where it could happen, and then it doesn't happen. You got to put it closer. And then it doesn't happen. And then, yeah, you get pissed off. So it's like.
She's teasing you.
The thing is, it doesn't happen. Then you're like, I don't even like what did happen.
So you don't like the book?
I mean, the book's good. It's just and then the next book, they keep talking about this event like you already know about it, but you don't know about it. And they keep bringing it up in the book. Like, something happened at this place, but it's in the past. Like, while she's been there. But it's like, why would you not bring that up so we understand what's going on? Because they keep talking about it like we should know about it.
So did you miss something?
No, I looked it up because I was like, did I miss something in the second book? I don't remember. No, they tell you later on in the book. And everybody complained about it because it's not even that serious. Like, it's not even like worth waiting for. You know, like when you finally find out what it is, you're like, really? That's all that happened? But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, she does stuff to like make you mad in the book, like how it's written. But
are they gonna make movies? Do you know?
I feel like it could be a movie
or like a TV show.
It could be both. To be honest, it can have cliffhangers on every TV show. To be honest, like there's cliffhangers throughout the whole because it's a mystery book, riddle solving thing. I feel like it's really good because you honestly have no idea. You think what the riddle could be, and it's not even what you think it is. and it's how if somebody actually put together a riddle so well like that in real life, they're a genius. Like this, knowing that she put that in a book, all these riddles is pretty good, my opinion.
Yeah.
But
do you have anything else you want to read
next,
in the future?
I actually got quite a few books. I want to read a book before it comes out in movies, so I can be in the movie theater. Like, yeah, that didn't happen in the book. Yeah, I always want to be
You
one.
have to be on that. You gotta be fast.
What?
If you're gonna do that.
I know, but that means I had to read like everything because.
And you have to find one that you know is gonna.
Well, hopefully this one does, so I can be like, that didn't happen in the book. True. Honestly, I could see it being a TV show right now. Like I said, they're on their 4th book, and the 5th one's already been announced that's coming out. So that's 5 books right there. I don't see why they wouldn't make. But then again, there is other stuff that also has that many books.
Have you ever read fantasy?
Didn't I just tell you this is my first book?
Would you ever read fantasy?
It depends what it is. Like, what do you mean? Like, I'll read Harry Potter. I want to watch Lord of the Rings.
Okay. You never watched it?
No, honestly. I know everybody's going to kill me in the comments.
You should watch it with me because I've never seen it either.
Lord of the Rings? Right now, I have started...
Or Game of Thrones.
That's why I've started Game of Thrones.
What are you on? Like
2.
How far? 2nd season?
Episode 2.
Oh, okay, great.
Yep. I don't feel like it starts out too well, but there's a reason why everybody's like, oh my God, it's a good show, so I'm going to keep watching it. It's just like Stranger Things. I don't think that started off well, but it's a really good show.
I couldn't get into Stranger Things.
See? Because it didn't start off well.
I liked it. I just didn't care to continue with like the story. I don't know.
Why? It's so
good. And I think I got confused once they like went into the hospital. Mm-hmm. What's the girl's name? 11?
Yeah, 11.
Yeah, I think that's where I got like confused. But I'm trying. I'm watching Spy Family right now.
I don't know what that is. Is that a TV show? Spy Kids?
It's a little like cute little anime that
anime. You're watching anime now.
I know, I'm trying.
What happened to Sailor Moon?
What did happen to Sailor Moon? Because you're supposed to be reading it too. I read like half of it.
I thought you read the whole book.
No, I read like half of it, and then I was waiting on you because you were
That's
like,
what you.
I'm
No,
not
don't
doing it
blame.
right
No. Don't blame me because you didn't finish the book. You go, oh, I was waiting for you. No, you could have finished the book.
I could. It's easy to finish, so whenever you're ready.
So
where's yours at?
It's over there. It's one of my other book. You can't see it.
Oh, but yeah, I'm down to finish. The start was good. I read it like 3 months ago, so I'm gonna have to probably just start from the beginning.
Oh my God. I think.
But yeah, I'm watching Spy Family and I'm proud of myself.
I started 7 Deadly Sins, and honestly, it's a really good show. I really like it.
I need to rewatch it.
You've seen it?
I watched it in English.
Why would you not watch it in English?
Are you watching it in English?
I watch everything in dub. I do not do anything sub.
Because the voices in English really piss me off. And
Why?
I can't stand it.
What's wrong with them?
That like high pitched.
Oh my God, you should hear Goku's voice in sub. I feel like more people like it in English.
I don't know. I can try it. But watching it.
I have never heard somebody.
Spy Family subbed is better.
You watch. Who have you become?
What do you mean?
That you are now watching stuff anime in Japanese.
Thomas. He told me about it.
Are you name dropping right now?
Thomas made me do it. But I don't know. I'm proud of myself.
For watching it.
I think it also helps watching it where you have to read the subtitles.
I can't because I can't focus.
No, I think it helps me because I can't like look away from the TV or I'm going to miss something.
I mean, yeah, but then I'll be reading. I would look up. It's like.
Yeah, that does. It gets easier though, like the longer I watch. Like if I watch like a couple episodes.
You can start speaking Japanese now?
Maybe. And the song at the end of Spy Family, like the closing song, is really good.
So why don't you watch like a mainstream anime?
I probably will after I finish Spy Family.
You got Naruto, you got Dragon Ball. Naruto. Why would you not watch Naruto? You legit have Naruto right behind you.
Because it's too long. I want short anime that I can feel satisfied and completed when I finish them.
All right, so there's My Hero, there's Demon Slayer. Attack on Titan's ending I heard was really good.
I have 2 suggestions I'll ask you about.
Okay.
I don't even know if this one's an anime. Goblin Slayer?
What'd you say?
Goblin Slayer?
I've never heard of
it. Okay, maybe it's not an anime.
It might be. There's so much anime.
Berserk? What do you think?
Yeah, I heard Berserk is a top
animes. It's like
It is
really
a book.
good. Yeah. Everything is a book.
Okay, I'm sorry. Jesus Christ. Don't be mean to me.
Everything comes from manga.
What was the other one? Attack on Titan. That's the two that are on my like list.
Attack on Titans is good. It's real good. They said the ending one is legit. Makes the show top 5.
How long does it do now?
4 seasons? I think the 4 seasons split into 2 though. But I think, no, 5 seasons. It's either 4 or 5. I'm in the 3rd, so I can't really, because I was watching it when it was coming out, and then I just didn't pick it back up when the season started to continue. I probably had to go rewatch the 3rd season, so I know.
Do you watch a bunch at one time, or do you watch one
Yes,
until you finish?
I legitimately have a problem because, like I said, I watch them when as the seasons come out. So right now, I am watching Seven Deadly Sins, finishing My Hero, starting Jujutsu Kaisen, and I still had to finish Attack on Titans. And yeah, so I legit watch a lot of anime at one time, but then again, I will stop for a long time. I think I've only finished like a few. Demon Slayer, I'm caught up on. Death Note, I've seen all of it. Speaking of Death Note, that if you ever watch Death Note, just stop after L dies.
Okay.
All right.
I'll keep
So after that, it is, everybody will tell you that. Other L's arc, and then it's bad.
Do you, how many episodes do you watch a day when you're watching it?
Honestly, it depends. Like 7 Deadly Sins, I finished that one. I finished the first season in like 3 days. So I think there's not that many episodes in there. I think 20 something. I think so. It depends how long the anime is, because I can't, like, Attack on Titans episodes are like an hour long, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not trying to sit there for multiple hours, because if I start an episode, I want to finish it before I stop for the day.
That's why I like Spy Family, because they're 20 minutes. Easy.
Yeah.
I'm proud of myself. I'm trying to think what else. I've been watching more TV and movies, trying to educate myself.
Being in the house more.
It's easier to watch TV with somebody, too.
I mean, yeah. Especially because you get to talk about it.
Yeah. Rewatching Outlander, but you never watched that, so.
No.
So good.
We good. I shouldn't watch it?
No, I'm saying it's so good.
Oh, I thought you said good. I'm like, good, you shouldn't watch it. But I'm like, okay.
I think the new season's coming out sometime this year, so. But we have like 5 to get through.
Seasons? Wow.
And then I've been watching Studio Ghibli movies. Trying.
Who?
Studio Ghibli. I feel like you know this.
What did they make?
Howl's Moving Castle, Ponyo. I think that's how you say it. Spirited Away, Kiki's Delivery Service. No?
No, never heard of it.
Well, the Pen Pal girls they like the Studio Ghibli movies, so I've been trying to watch it so I know what they're talking about.
See, look, they get you even more stuff. I feel like you talk so much. You learn so much from Pen Pals.
Recipes, we like swap recipes. The girl from Hawaii sent me a sweet potato dish thing for Thanksgiving, and I made that for my family for Thanksgiving. It was really good.
Was it?
They send me gifts. It's so fun. You just get gifts every time you open the mail. We send each other stickers.
Like it brings like a little joy in your life, like away from reality where you can just be whoever you want to be and whenever. It's like, that's good.
Yeah. And it's cheap too. It's like a cheap hobby. It's pretty cheap.
Yeah.
So it's fun. And I set up my printer.
Oh, you set up your printer?
Thomas set up my printer.
Oh my God. I was going to tell you, I gave her the printer like
6 months ago. And I couldn't figure out, okay, I didn't honestly look, but I didn't know how to set it up or anything. And then he helped me get ink and stuff. So we got that set up so I can start using that.
Well, I'm glad you like it.
Yeah.
But I'm not trying to cut you off. I don't know how long we've been, but thank you again for coming on to the podcast. Yes. I'm glad you got to talk. Was you still nervous in the middle of it?
Not after 10 minutes.
It's just normal. It's just normal talking.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody sees the cameras and all that stuff, and then there y'all get nervous. Yeah. But is there any any advice you want to give anybody about life or pen paling or anything motivational?
Pen pal advice?
Anything.
If you're thinking about it, you should look on Instagram or Facebook for
people to pen pal or like inspiration, whatever.
Mhm.
Somebody asked me the other day in like real life how to get started,
Mhm.
and I was just telling them like, if you're comfortable, you should make a account and just start meeting people in there. That's the easiest way to do it.
Well, what's your Instagram? I mean, I'm gonna leave it under the video, but
At Letters from Peaches.
Letters from Peaches.
At Letters from Peaches. That's my
And
account.
you should, if anybody has any questions, should they come and ask you?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, ask me, message me. If you really have questions, I'll answer them.
Well, again, thank you for coming on the podcast. It was good to have you.
Thank you.
And this was a better episode than the last one.
You think it was better?
Yeah, I feel like it was more
Why?
planned out, more
Oh.
put together. Better scenery, I guess, I'm assuming. But I still don't have an ending to the podcast, so bye.
Bye.